All right. Y'all, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate it. And okay, here we go. Trusting my running around. All right, so let's take a minute and get nice and comfy on our bolsters, blankets, or the floor, whatever you need. Please make sure that your hips are higher than your knees so that everything can relax through the pelvis and so that all of the vertebrae of your spine can stack and be happy campers. Let your hands come to rest, palms facing up. Let your eyes gently close. Okay. And for your first few cycles of breath, please just let your body breathe you and just use this time to connect in. Just take a moment to observe where your body is, how your mind is, where your heart is. And just feel everything begin to slow down and begin to find a little bit of tranquility, a little bit of space, and a little bit of peace. Using this time as your body is breathing you to simply check in and notice any areas of your body where you may be holding tension, or you may be bracing a little bit, and just take a moment to kind of work those places out, send a little bit more breath into those places. And it's an opportunity as we move through our practice today to just send a little bit of extra attention and awareness into those places. When you feel ready, let's go ahead and shift ourselves into our diaphragmatic breath. So allowing the bellies to begin by filling at the bottom, the low belly, then allowing that breath to move into the solar plexus, and then finally up to behind the heart and underneath the collarbone. And then when you're ready, gently allow it to release from the collarbone to the solar plexus, and then finally to the low belly. And as you connect into the low belly, take a moment to just really feel that area, draw in, and bring awareness and attention right there. And just follow your cycle of breath as you practice that filling from the bottom to the top and the release from the top to the bottom. And as you connect into this breath of moving from the bottom to the top on the inhale and the exhale moving from the top to the bottom, take a moment to just observe how your body moves as you fill the center of your body full of breath. So just notice the changes in movement, subtle or big, and just begin to flow with that. And notice that as you put even more awareness into your breath, into the center of your body, take a moment to observe if your brain is able to still and quiet a little bit more, if the muscles are able to soften and relax a little bit more. And if it becomes easier to be present to right now, just a little bit more. And then when you're ready, you're going to take your non-dominant hand and we're going to move into Nadi Shodhana breath. So we'll begin by blocking the right nostril so that you can exhale through the left nostril. Then you'll inhale through the left nostril. At the top of the inhale, when you pause, you're going to change nostrils and now block the left nostril so that you can exhale through the right nostril. And then inhale through the right nostril. And at the top of the inhale with a pause, take a moment to block the right nostril and then exhale again through the left nostril. And then inhale through the left nostril. At the top where there's the pause, change and block the left nostril so that you can exhale through the right nostril. And then inhale through the right nostril. And then exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. And now that we're back at the beginning, I want you to do 3 more full cycles of breath, just focusing on your breath, quietly breathing. At the end, place your palms over your heart. At the end of the cycles of breath, with your hands over your heart, come back into that deep diaphragmatic breath that we began with. Again, reconnecting to the bottom of the belly as you begin your inhale, filling your body up from the bottom to the top. And then with the exhale, releasing the breath from the top, moving down. Today we'll sing the sound of ah, then we'll sing the sound of oh, and then we'll sing the sound of Really see if you can connect into the vibration, how it moves through your body, where it resonates, and any emotions or feelings that may connect to it. On your 4th silent breath, please set your intent for your practice today, something that you most need, something that you most desire. So when you're ready, slow, steady inhale. And then when you're ready, gently, slowly release your hands. Allow them to come down by your side, taking that full, deep, big breath of joy. Stretching out, lengthening all the way through the fingertips, bringing that inhale all the way up, allowing the palms to touch, and then exhale, bringing that breath, recentering into your body, and pausing so that your thumbs can rest on the sternum at the heart point. Taking slow, deep, diaphragmatic inhale, exhale. And then again, deep inhale, bringing it up through the center, exhale, bringing it out. And then again, deep inhale, lengthening out and up, exhale, bring it down to the heart. Breathe here. Connect deeply into your body using that deep diaphragmatic breath. Okay, and then very gently when you're ready, release. Let your eyes open. I'm going to make sure that I turn my phone off so that we're not bothered. There we go. Okie dokie. I would like you to grab your blocks if you do not have them next to you. All right, so we're going to begin with butterfly pose, which is the yin variation of cobbler's pose. We're going to do this as both a yin pose, and then we're also going to do this as an isometric pose, okay? So what I want you to do is have your blocks handy. You're going to, let me back up just a little bit more so that you guys can see all of my legs. What you're going to do is bring the soles of your feet as best together as possible, okay? So what this means is that don't feel like you have to keep the soles of the feet glued together. Just let everything relax. You're going to use your blocks underneath your knees as a support so that things can begin to really relax, okay? All right, so it really doesn't matter how high or how low your knees are, okay? This is just simply about allowing things to begin to open. From here, if your body says yes, and only if your body says yes, you're going to go ahead and creepy crawl. You can use your fingers to kind of be the spider. You're going to lengthen through the spine and just very gently, very slowly begin to hinge your body forward just a little bit. So for those of us that have tight hips, this is going to be a small movement. And guess what? That's completely okay. All right. We love small movements and we're happy to be here. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome, awesome. And we had Bonnie join us. So welcome, Bonnie. Thank you for being here. And just breathe. So again, let that full diaphragmatic breath take over. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. And you guys, did I mess up on our singing? I feel like I may have messed up on our singing. So if I did, I apologize. No? Okay, good. All right. Love it when you get so lost in the moment you can't remember what came before. It's kind of like it just felt so good. It's like, that's all there was. Right? Exactly. Yeah. All right, you guys. So from here, very gently, very slowly, because guess what? We've already been in this posture a minute. I want you to walk your hands back up. Now, to turn this into something that's a little bit isometric, what you're going to do is you're going to place your hands very gently to the insides of the knees. So the energy is going to be for the knees to come up And your hands are just going to rest against that and hold everything in place. So you're going to feel some squeeze through the glutes. You're going to feel some squeeze through your adductor muscles, okay, those inner thigh muscles. And all we're doing is we're just going to very gently begin to wake things up. So when you're ready, slow, steady inhale. And as you exhale, press the knees into your hands. Make sure that the shoulders stay down and grounded. You may find that what helps you here is to take the inner edges of the shoulder blades and just very gently squeeze them together just a little bit. That may give you a little bit more stability. And breathe. So you're just squeezing knees together as you're gently pressing the hands into the knees. So we're actually kind of getting a twofer. So not only are we working our legs and our adductor muscles, but we're also asking our arms and our biceps to do a little bit of work too. And then gently, slowly allow that to relax. Take a moment now that we've done that and let the blocks come away. And notice if now you've got just a little bit more space. So for some of you, this might be a couple millimeters worth of space, maybe like an eighth or a quarter of an inch. For others of you, you may drop like another half of an inch. So go team. Everybody looks great. So one more time, place your blocks underneath your knees. And again, take your fingertips so that we can creepy crawl forward as we lengthen the spine. And again, slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. Remember, this is about where your body is inviting you to go. So you're not pushing here. This is about paying attention to the invitation that your body's giving you and just enjoying that space. It's almost like having a cup of tea with your body, right? It's like it feels really good. And that way you can have conversation. So this is the little bit of tea. And breathe. Oh, and it looks like Carolyn's grandpuppies are coming. They want to do butterfly too. That's fun. Oh, you guys. I am so grateful for all y'all. Thank you. You have no idea. All right, you guys, believe it or not, we're at a minute and a half now. So go you all. Gently, slowly bring yourselves back. Okay. Now to bring our knees up, because they've been open like this for a while, you're going to take your hands to the outside of the knees and gently bring them up. Okay. Now this is going to help us move into the next thing. This is what happens when you're, when I actually have a little bit of time. I start getting playful. So be prepared because we're going to do some new stuff today with balancing. So I thought it was fun. Hopefully you guys will think it's fun. All right. So we're going to keep your blocks handy. We're going to come onto our backs. All right. And go ahead and come all the way down. Knees are bent. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to start with is our half staff. So Ardha Dandasana. And we've done this lots and lots and lots of times. So I want you to bring your legs up as best you can. Flex into your feet as best you can. And I want you to begin to squeeze into the glutes just a little bit. And I want you to feel into your sacrum and the back of the pelvis. And I want you to feel that ground into the mat. Then I want you to flex the feet, and I want you to feel the feet as if you're trying to hold the ceiling up with your feet. So you're moving really strongly in both directions. So we're going to do this whole thing without the blocks, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do it with the blocks. But I want everybody to get really comfortable with the movements first. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to keep your right leg long, and then you're going to very slowly drop that left leg. Now, if you can extend the left leg comfortably all the way down to the ground, that's great. If that's too much for the low back, then I want you to bend into the knee and bring the sole of the foot on the mat, okay? So please do what feels best for you. From here, we're going to go ahead and bring our arms to either side of the knee, okay? But as you do this, I want you to play a little bit before we do anything, and I want you to retract those shoulder blades. So squeeze those inner edges of the shoulder blades together. And then I want you to release that, and I want you to draw this inner part of your upper arms and squeeze those together. And then find neutral. Okay, everybody find neutral. Do we need to do that again? So one more time, gently retract the inner edges of the shoulder blades together. Find that retraction. And then release that, and I want you to find the protraction. So I want you to draw those inner edges of the upper arms together. So squeeze those upper arms together. And then let that relax and let everything relax into neutral. So that's where I want you to keep your shoulder blades. So when you're ready, it's going to be a slow, steady inhale. And exhale, just gently lift up through the upper torso. You are not curling your chin to your chest. You're still gazing up towards the ceiling. And let it release. Another deep inhale on the mat. Exhale, squeeze and lift up. Inhale, bring it back down. Exhale, squeeze and lift up. Inhale, bring it back down. And then one more. Exhale, squeeze and lift up. And then inhale, bring it back down. All right, go ahead, let your hands come to rest back on the belly. Now what I want you to do is we're going to use our glute and our medius and minimus, because we're going to add abduct, and then we're going to adduct, okay? So gently, slowly squeeze the glute and gently lower the leg out towards the side. And you're only going as far as is comfortable. Good, beautiful, good. And now inhale, and I want you to squeeze that inner thigh and bring it back up. Good, beautiful, you guys. And then again, exhale, squeeze the glute, gently lower. Good. And then inhale, bring it back up. Good. Bend into the knee. Let it relax. Interlace the finger just below the kneecap. And let everything just kind of soften. Oh, and get that yummy, yummy, yummy feeling. Okay. Now, bring both legs back up. Okay, here we go. Again, I want you to find grounding through the sacrum. So really press that pelvis back into the mat and then strongly flex through the feet. Remember, you can keep as much bend in the knees as you need to. You can still flex through your feet and have a bend in your knee. Okay, this time, as long as your body says yes, I want you to lower that right leg down, keep that left leg up. And again, if that's too much for the low back, just simply bend into the knee, okay? All right, arms again, either side. One more time, retract through those inner edges of the shoulder blades. Then protract the upper arms, drawing it together. Find middle. And again, deep inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale. And then exhale up. Two more. And there we go. Good. Let it relax. Okay, now I want you to find on this left side. So squeeze through the left glute and gently open the leg out. Beautiful, good. Now use those adductor muscles, those inner thigh muscles to pull in. Good, Beautiful, you guys. Everybody looks beautiful, ladies. And then exhale one more time out. Squeeze into the glute. Good. And then inhale, bring it back in. Beautiful. Bend into this knee. Oh, and let it all go. Okay. All right. Grab a block. Now, you guys, I want you to approach this with the intention of play. Okay. So not about being perfect. This is about playfulness. Okay, I want you to feel again like you're 5, and it's not about the outcome, it's just about the experience. So take your block, place it on both feet. Come back up. Okay, there we go. So again, we've got both feet on the block, and I want you to use the prop to help you connect into the back of the pelvis, even as you shoot the energy up and press the feet against the block. Beautiful. Wow, you guys, you look great. Good. Okay, so you have 2 options here, because now what you're going to do is you're going to slide the block, are you ready, over to your left foot. So you can either bend into the knee and do this with your hand, or you can very lightly take that right foot off and see if you can reposition it so that the block can balance on the left foot. Okay, do we get that? Okay, once the block is balanced on the left foot, you're going to gently lower into the right leg and either bring it down to the floor or bend into the knee and keep a slight bend in that leg. All right, here we go. Oh, look at you guys go. Beautiful. If it falls, no worries, just bring it back. You can do it. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let your arms come to either side. Slow, steady inhale. As you exhale, gently lift, squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower. One more. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower. Beautiful. Nicely done, everyone. That was fabulous. Okay, here we go. Now we're very gently going to bring this right leg back up. Okay, we're going to keep this left leg balanced. Are we ready? So very gently, okay, you're going to squeeze through those right glutes and gently lower that right leg. Still keeping the block balanced on the left. Oh my God, we're doing 2 things at once. Look at the brain power. In and inhale, squeeze through those adductor muscles. Bring the leg back up. Again, if you lose the block, no worries. Slowly bringing it down and out. One more time. Inhale up. Last one. Slowly exhale, bring it out. Good. Inhale up. Ladies, this is beautiful. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to change sides. So you can either bend into your knees and you can bring the block down so that you can reposition, or you can try doing this with just your feet. It's a little fun. It's either way, it's fun. It's a little crazy, you guys. There we go. Okay, once you get it repositioned and balanced, you're going to release that left leg and bring it either all the way down to the floor. Look at you go. Beautiful. Nicely done. Okay. Arms are going to come to either side. Remember, if that's too much, please bend into the knee, sole of the foot on the mat. Slow, steady inhale, fill the breath. Exhale, gently lift, squeeze. Inhale back down. And again, exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale down, squeeze and lift. Inhale down, one more, squeeze and lift. Inhale down, okay, here we go. Now we're gonna bring that left leg back up. So we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So arms can come out into T formation if that's comfortable, or they can be on the belly or down by the side. So find what works best for you. As you slowly exhale, lower that left leg out. Engage through the adductor muscles. Inhale, bring it back up. And then again, when you're ready, exhale out. Inhale up. Beautiful. One more time. Exhale out. Nicely done. Inhale up. Okay, if you can, get both feet back onto the block. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. And once both feet are back on the block, bend into the knees. Release the block. Oh, yeah. Set it over to the side. Give yourself that gentle squeeze, knees into the chest, lengthen through the spine. Gently bend into the knees. Let the soles of the feet come up towards the ceiling. Hands come across the soles of the feet. Moving into blissful baby, Ananda Balasana. If that's too much, you guys, please feel free, just like we did at the beginning with butterfly. Let the soles of the feet come together, hold at the ankles, and let the knees come out that way. So always a way to make it work for you. So right now we're back into more of a yin pose. So I want you just to allow gravity to do the work. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. One more cycle of breath. Now we're going to transform this into an isometric pose. So I want you to squeeze from the glutes, press the soles of the feet into the hands. So again, there's no movement. We are simply asking for our brain and our muscle fibers to connect. So squeeze and activate. And then let that relax. And again, come back to yin, where gravity is doing the work. So just let everything sink and let everything open. One more cycle of breath. And then very gently, very slowly, release that. Bring the knees back in. Let the hands come to rest on top of the knees and moving in both directions, both clockwise and counterclockwise. I want you to draw a slow circle with your knees so that you can feel all parts around the sacrum on the back of the pelvis touch the mat. Once you've done a few circles in one direction, then I want you to reverse and move in the opposite direction. Good. And then one more time, gently squeeze, give yourself a gentle hug. And then gently roll over onto whichever side feels best for you, and then gently pull yourself up. Beautiful, you guys. Good. Okay. Now coming on to hands and knees. So make sure that you have a little bit of space. We're going to start in tabletop. Okay. So I want you to begin by really working with your breath and find just a very gentle cow. So allowing those hips to lift, allow the belly to sink and open, allowing the gaze to come forward 2 to 3 feet in front of you. And then when you exhale, gently releasing that, dropping the hips. Feel those upper arms gently draw together, pulling together just a little bit. Chin tucks high up and into the chest as you move yourself into cat. Beautiful, you guys. And then again, one more time, gently taking yourself into cow. And reversing that and gently taking yourself into cat. Okay. All right. So I want us to begin with the left leg. And I want you to take that left leg and gently bring it behind so that you're balancing on 3 points. Beautiful, you guys. As long as that feels sturdy, I want you to lengthen into the right arm. Beautiful. Good. Good, good. Now, I want you to play. You're going to begin. You're going to keep this left arm forward or right arm forward. And I want you to see if you can bring that left leg out to the side. And then bring it back. Now bring that right arm out to the side and see if you can bring it all the way back behind and rest the back of the hand on the sacrum. If you can do that one more time, gently exhale and bring, that left leg out to the side. Breathe and bring it back. Gently drop into that left leg. Release that right hand. Okay. And from here, I want you to open your knees just a little bit. You're only going to come back as far as the flexion in your knees allows. So this may be a small movement, just that much, or you can come back a little bit more. So only go as far as your body tells you to. And then I want you to walk your hands over towards the right and shift the hips over towards the left. And breathe. Breathe deeply. Taking this into a space of invitation where you can have some tea and conversation with your body. How is it feeling today? And breathe. Beautiful. Everybody looks lovely. Good. And then very gently, very slowly, walk the hands back. Okay. Bring the hips up if you were down. And now I want you to come down onto the forearms. So you guys, there's lots of possibilities here. And then just gently walk the knees in just a little bit so that they're back to hip distance apart. Palms can touch or palms can interlace. This is completely up to you. So how far you go is completely dependent on how strong your arms and your body feel. This is just all about the invitation that your body is giving you. So please don't feel that there's a specific space or a specific length that you have to accomplish. This is just your conversation with your body. So the first thing I want you to do right here is, as long as your body says yes, shoulders. My phone is off, you guys, so I don't know what that was. I want you to, with the shoulders over the elbows, I want you to squeeze gently those inner edges of the back of the shoulder blades together, just a little bit. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. So once you get the inner edges of the backs of the shoulder blades activated, then what I want you to do is press down through the forearms and very slowly begin to bring the face so that it comes over the hands. Beautiful. Good. Nice. Very nicely done. Now, notice how your low back is feeling, and if you need to squeeze through the glutes, and if you need to activate through your core. From here, we're going to very slowly press down through the forearms again. And now this time I want you to feel the shoulder blades slide down your back. And you are very slowly going to push. You're going to pull your shoulder blades down so that you can move your torso back. Breathe. And this time, as long as it feels good, you can extend so the shoulder blades are now well behind the elbows. Breathe. Beautiful. Everybody looks fabulous. Good. Gently release that. Come back, shoulders over elbows, palms come down, and you bring yourself back up into tabletop. Nicely done. How did that feel, everyone? Feel okay? Yes? Good. All right, here we go. Second side. I want you to begin by lengthening into that right leg. Okay, good. Toes can be pointed, toes can be flexed. It's completely up to you. This time, I want you to lengthen into that left arm. Breathe. Actually, let's bring the left arm down. From here, I want you to swing that right leg out to the side. So let's do that part with 3-point touch. Beautiful. Bring it back. Okay. Now I want you to bring up that left arm. From here, as long as your body says yes, you're going to take that left arm and I want you to swing it around so that the back of the hand can rest on the low back. Beautiful. Good, you guys. If your body still says yes, and please know that each side is going to be different. So if this is too much for your body on this side, please don't do it. Exhale, and I want you to swing that right arm, that right leg out. Breathe, use your core. And then gently, slowly release. Bring that leg back, bend into the knee, bring it down. Release that left arm. Good, bring it down. Okay, from here, gently open the knees a little bit. We're going to do the same thing that we did on the other side. So knees are going to open just a little bit. You're going to flex, bringing the hips back, but being very conscious of how much flexion you have in the knees. Hips can stay as high as they need to. And I want you gently to walk your hands over towards the left. Shift the hips over to the right. And breathe. Gentle breath. Beautiful. Everybody looks fabulous. Good. And just notice and observe with the breath how this feels on this side. One more cycle of breath. Gently bring your hips back up, walk your hands back. And one more time, as long as your body says yes, you're going to come down onto the forearms. Palms are either going to touch or fingers are going to interlace. Okay. Again, we're going to begin here. Make sure that the knees come in slightly so that once again, they're in line with the hips. We'll begin with the shoulder over the elbow. If this is as much as your body says it wants to do today, please honor that. If your body says that it can do a little bit more, this time, last time we retracted the shoulder blades. This time, I want you to play with drawing the upper arm together so that they protract, so that the shoulder actually slides a little bit more forward. And then very gently, very slowly, from a place of protraction, bring your face so that it rests over your hands. You're squeezing those upper arms towards each other. Breathe. And now, when you're ready, as you exhale, begin to reverse the movement. Now I want you to begin to release the protraction and begin to squeeze those inner edges of the shoulder blades together. Also feel those shoulder blades begin to slide down towards your waist. Notice how your low back is feeling. If you need to, please squeeze through the glutes and engage through the core. Keep sliding those shoulder blades down. Feel the shoulder blades pull down. Breathe. Allow your body to open into this as far as your body is inviting you to do. Remember, this is the tea party. It's an invitation. And breathe. It's a conversation. It is not a negotiation. And it is not any kind of argument. This is just simply an invite. Gently, slowly release that. Come back to neutral. As long as your body says yes, you're going to open your knees one more time and take whatever variation of child's pose feels best to you, whether that's arms open, hips up, or hips down. Just let everything relax. And imagine that I'm there and I'm very gently pressing your hips towards your feet. Just that very gentle pressure to release. Slow, steady breath. And then gently, slowly bring yourself up. We're going to do one more from this plane of gravity. And that's just to make sure that we've got the full retraction and protraction going. You're going to come and turn yourself back on to your sits bones. Okay. Feet are on the mat, knees are bent. Fingertips can either be pointed towards the glutes or fingertips can be pointed away. Okay. So when I say away, I mean at 90 degrees from that. So here's what I want you to do. Just take a moment and take those inner edges of the shoulder blades and squeeze. Breathe. So we're not doing anything from the front. This is just simply retracting the shoulder blades. Those of you that want to try also depressing the shoulder blades, feel those shoulder blades pull down as well. Breathe. If you choose, so you can stay here and be complete. If you'd like to do just a little bit more, you can press into the feet and begin to lift the torso up. Beautiful. Good. Good, good. And then very gently, slowly, bring it down. Good. Release the squeeze. And let those shoulders roll. How are we doing, you guys? Good? Are we all right? Yahoo. Are we ready to get up to standing and do some more practice with balance standing? Go team. Okay. So I'm going to adjust the camera. You're going to need your chair for this one, so grab your chairs. Okay. There we go. All righty. Okay, you guys. So here we go. We're going to start with the chair reversed. Okay, so we're going to start this with some small movements. Depending on how everybody feels, then we'll take this into some slightly bigger movements, okay? And I apologize because I've got this nice little piece of sunlight that's, there we go. All right, so the first thing I want you to do is stand about 2 feet behind your chair, okay? Let your hands come to your hips. I want you to begin by shifting into that left leg. Now, this should put you close enough that if you need to, if you lose your balance, you've got fingertips to the back of the chair, okay? So spread through those right toes, or those left toes, excuse me, squeeze into that left glute, and please make sure that you are not hyperextending through the knee. So keep a micro bend in the knee. So the first step is to simply, can you lift the right leg and very lightly let the toes rest on the back rung of the, there you go. Look at you go. Beautiful. All right. Now, when you're ready, lift the foot and now see if you can bring it back and step back. Got it? Step forward. Release it. Find your balance. Place the foot on the back rung. Good. Release that. Come through. Step back. Straight legs, and you can rock into the front leg. Beautiful. Good. One more time. Ground back into that left leg. Gentle bend in the knee. Pick that right leg up. Let the foot rest on the rung. Good. And then gently let it release. Come down. Good. Now we're going to do that same thing, but we're going to change legs. So now we're going to balance on the right leg. So I want you to spread wide through those toes. Squeeze through that right glute. Make sure that you're not hyperextending through the knee. So gentle, gentle micro bend in that right knee. And find the balance on that left foot. And it might feel completely different. You might have one side where you can rock it and the other side is like, whoa, wiggle wobble. Lightly put that left foot on the back rung. Good. As long as your body says yes, you're going to lift that off. Step back, small step. We're only coming about 1.5 feet. Rock and come onto the right heel. Rotate through, bring the body weight back forward. Find the balance, lift that left leg. Bring the foot onto the back rung. Beautiful, you guys. And again, lift the foot. Step back. Rock back. Beautiful, you guys. One more time, rock forward. Put the foot on the back rung. Good. Step down. All right. If you did that both sides and that was comfortable, we're going to increase it. You're going to turn your chair. Now we're going to step back a little bit more. So now I'm between 2 and 3 feet. Okay. Hands to the hips. Again, I want you to begin by grounding into that left foot. Okay. bend into, and make sure that as you ground into that left foot, you're squeezing into the left glute. You've got the micro bend in that left knee. Shift the body weight. Now I want you to see if you can step your foot up high enough to rest it on the seat of the chair. Look at you guys go. Beautiful. Good. Nice. There we go. All right. Here we go, you guys. Now we're going to play a little bit more. So before we move, I want you to bend into that left knee and then straighten it. Bend into the left knee and then straighten it. Okay, was everybody able to do that and still feel balanced? Good. All right. So here we go. You're going to take that right foot. You're going to step it back. This time it is going to be a bigger step. Ground into the foot. Bend into the left knee. Inhale. Bring the arms up, wider than shoulder width. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome. Warrior one. Very nicely done. From here, exhale. Release the hands. See if, this is going to be a big movement because you've got to bend in that left knee. See if you can step all the way up and through and bring that right foot back up. Beautiful. Nicely done. Now we're going to do it again. So when you're ready, bring that right foot up, big step back, ground the foot down, inhale up. Beautiful. Awesome, you guys. Everybody looks great. As you're here, play with the shoulders a little bit. What happens if you feel the shoulder blades lower part sliding down? What happens if you lengthen through the fingertips? Make sure that your arms are wider than your shoulders. Give your arms space. Release that. Here we go. Ground into that left foot. Step through and up. Nicely done. Good. One more time. Step back. Ground and lift. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome sauce. Release that. Hands to the hips. Bring that right foot up next to the left. We're going to do this now on the other side. So take a moment, ground into that right leg. Squeeze into the glute. Lift the left foot up. Notice if there was any difference on this side. Okay, when you're ready, take a moment and I want you to bend into that right knee. Lengthen into the right knee. Bend into the right knee. Lengthen into the right knee. One more time. Bend into the right knee. Good. Lengthen into the right knee. Beautiful. Okay, get strong through that right leg. Lift that left leg off. Step back. Ground into that left foot. Bend into the right knee. Inhale, arms up overhead. Beautiful, you guys. Good. Very nicely done. Release. Arms come down. From here, the bend in the right knee. See if you can do this as one movement. Plant through that right knee. Bring that left leg all the way up, through, and back onto the seat of the chair. Beautiful. Awesome sauce, ladies. Okay, from here, ground into that right leg. Step off, step back, and ground. Strong bend through the right knee. Inhale, arms up. Warrior one. Beautiful. Awesome. Release that. Shift the body weight forward. Right leg. Swing through, up, and plant. Nice. Good. One more time. Deep inhale. As you exhale, lift it off, step it back, bend into the lunge, or excuse me, bend into warrior one. Inhale up. Breathe. And release. Arms come down. Come from a planted right leg. Step that left foot up. Good. Little bit side movement. Okay. Beautiful, you guys. All right, here we go. Let's now sit in the chair. We haven't done this one in a while. So come all the way back down. There we go. Please make sure that when you sit in the chair, you have only the very edges of the sits bones on it. You have lots of space between you and the back of the chair. We're going to go ahead and begin with the left leg. I want you to bring it up and across. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now, if that's too much, you've got lots of options. You can either slide the leg over to take the pressure off the knee, or you can lightly interlace your fingers. So please do what feels best. If the knees feel pretty good, you can place one hand just above the knee, the other hand on the ankle. We're going to just, again, do another variation of butterfly. So what I want you to do is, again, you're going to just very softly hinge forward and just connect into the low back and connect into the hips. There you go. Beautiful. Very nicely done. Good. Everybody looks great. And breathe. Those of you that would like to do a little bit of a twist, you're going to take your right hand and I want you to bring it. See how you've got this nice big space on the left side? You're going to take that right hand and just very gently bring it across. So the forearm is going to rest on top of that left thigh. And just very gently turn yourself. Again, you're looking for the invitation to the left. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome. Very nice. Very nice. Breathe. One more cycle of breath. And then very gently slide out from the twist. Interlace your fingers just below the kneecap or in between the knee and the lower leg. So whichever way works best for you. And then keeping your spine long, just gently draw the knee high up and in towards you. There you go. Beautiful. Thank you. Good. Good, good. And then gently allow that to release. Okay. Here we go. Right leg. Allow it to come across. Again, you've got options. If this is too much twist for the knee, just bring the knee a little bit more to the center line. Other option is to interlace the fingers underneath it. If the knee feels solid, you can take one hand right above the knee, one hand on the ankle. Gently, slowly again. Looking for the invitation, just begin to hinge from the hips. Shoulders are relaxed. Spine is long. This is actually a very small movement, you guys, because all we're looking for is that invitation, that opening where it feels good between the low back and the hips. Beautiful. And breathe. Very nicely done. And again, if you would like to make this a little bit of a twist, you're going to take your right hand this time, or your left hand this time, and you've got this nice big space on the right side. You're going to turn your palm up, slide it across the thigh behind the left arm, or right arm, excuse me, and then just gently Turn your torso, breathe, and again, looking for the invitation. Very gentle twist. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome. Very nice. Very nice. One more cycle of breath. And very gently unwind that left arm. Bring yourself back up. Again, you're going to interlace your fingers either behind the knee or just below and draw it in towards your torso. And breathe. Beautiful, you guys. Lovely. Y'all are just rocket. You do so well. Yay. I want you to think about, those of you that have been doing this since March, where you were when you started and where you are now, right? And even if you've only just started, go ahead and release it. How it feels after just a couple of classes. Okay, so we're going to go into our final relaxation. Woohoo, yay. So come all the way back down. Today, we're going to go ahead and use our chairs. So what you're going to do is you're going to slide your hips close to the front leg of the chair and then bring the legs up onto the seat of the chair. There we go. And just take a moment to enjoy some support. If your body's not quite ready to do that, please feel free to draw the knees high into the chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. You can gently move just a little bit towards the left and press the knee, squeezing through the glute. Just on the right side. And then give your body a little squeeze and then gently roll just a little bit over to the right. Squeeze into that left glute. Press. Just to make sure that everything is fully releasing and fully reconnected. And then when you're ready, let your legs come onto the back of the chair. Let your arms come down by the side, palms facing up. Let your eyes gently close. And before you drift off completely, take a few cycles of breath just to notice how your body feels right now versus how it felt when we began. Slow, steady inhale. Slow, steady exhale. Take a moment to notice the feelings in your heart. Take a moment to notice the peace in your mind and the quiet in your breath. Take a moment to say thank you to your body, to your breath, to your life for allowing you to make time for your practice today. And then when you feel ready, you can release your breath. Go back to allowing your body to breathe you. Sink into the support of your mat. Let everything get quiet. Gently, slowly, begin to find your way back. Reconnect with fingers and toes, hands and feet. And then allow the awareness to come back into the breath. Full deep inhale, full deep exhale. When you're ready, use your breath to bring your arms up over your head and stretch. Fingers to toes, bones to skin. Really enjoy that deliciousness of opening. When you're ready, give yourself a big hug. Draw the knees high into the chest. Wrap your arms around however feels best for you. And then when you're ready, gently roll yourself onto one side and then press yourself up into seated position one last time. Let your hands come to your heart, thumbs rest in the sternum at the heart point. You guys, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Namaste, and may the blessings be. You guys, thank you all. Holy socks. So much fun. Okay, so